Hi everyone, I'm Aditya. Today our group is going to present a seminar on the topic Green Energy Planning in Ontario, and my group mates are Binil and Tom. These are the content we are dealing with: introduction, framework planning, associated acts and regulation, a general overview of process, relevance or links to planning act or municipal planning, summary, and jobs in field. So I'm going to discuss about the introduction and the framework planning of green energy planning in Ontario. So introduction. So green energy planning mainly it's introduced by the provincial government to encourage or to promote energies from renewable energy resources by avoiding the traditional power sources like coal, oil, and natural gas. And now I'm going to discuss about some key points related to green energy planning. So the provincial government promote many or introduce many initiatives and acts that encourage the Green Energy Planning Act. So first one is they introduced a feed tariff in 2006. This mainly for the producers, those who are generating energies from renewable energy sources. So the people who produces energy from these uh, renewable sources were paid by the uh, provincial government. And then the Green Energy Act passed in 2009. So this expanded the it increased the job opportunities and expanding or might gave more importance to the tariff plan introduced in 2006. So next I'm going to discuss about the renewable energy generation facilities in green energy planning. So the main facilities are anaerobic, wind, solar, thermal, and hydroelectric. So I'm going to discuss one by one. The first one is anaerobic. These facilities use organic waste materials, mainly agricultural residues and food materials. Here, biogas can be produced from these uh, materials materials like organic, and from this biogas can be used as a renewable energy resources and can convert this gas into electricity. And the second one is wind facilities. In wind facilities, wind turbines are used to convert wind energy into electricity. Here the blades in the wind turbines capture the uh, kinetic energy and converts it into electricity. And the third one is solar facilities. Here photovoltaic cells harness the sunlight and convert directly into electricity. Here in solar panels are installed in the rooftops of the solar farms and generate electricity directly from sunlight. And the fourth one is thermal treatment facilities. Here the electricity mainly uh, released or generated from burning waste materials. So during the process of burning, steam is released and the turbines convert this steam or heat into electricity. And the the last one is hydroelectric generators. Here the generator harness the water from various sources like river and lakes. Here the turbines uh, capture kinetic energies and converts it into electricity. So next I'm going to discuss about Power Ontario's growth plan and long-term planning framework. The first one, Power Ontario's growth plan introduced by the government. It mainly aims to address the increasing demands of provincial energy needs by emphasizing the development of clear energy generation. Sorry. And the second one is long-term planning framework. Uh, the province Ontario acknowledged significant changes in the long-term planning framework by adapting new technology changes and market trends. And also they adjust the roles, responsibilities, and accountabilities of the ministry, Independent Electricity System Operator IESO, and OEB, Ontario Energy Board. Next slide, I'm going to discuss about the framework planning. Framework planning includes reintroduction of conservation and energy efficiency initiatives, and the second one is restoration of municipal authority. Third one is prohibition of renewable energy approvals, and the last one is transition rules. So I'm going to discuss one by one, and the first one is reintroduction of conservation and energy efficiency initiatives. So the framework planning in Green Energy Act have brought back conservation and energy efficiency initiatives. The Green Energy Act, together with Planning Act, made changes to support these initiatives. It mainly focuses on a sustainable environment, also a responsible and efficient energy use. It also focuses on the province environment negative impact and how to decrease these impacts through renewable energy use. And the second one is restoration of municipal authority. Here, Green Energy Act gave more power to municipal authorities, like how to determine the location of the renewable energy projects. Also, it increased it also sorry also it give more power like decision making. So also give importance to the local and other communities. In overall, it allows for a more localized and community uh, centric approach to the development of these facilities. Next slide, I'm going to discuss about the prohibition of renewable energy approvals. So here, government can deny renewable energy projects if it's unnecessary. So government mainly focuses on the renewable energy projects, which is on demand areas. So if it's wasteful, they will not allow. So it prevent unnecessary and wasteful renewable energy projects, and also mainly focuses on the energy demand. And the last one is transition rules. Here, this is a rule, it's a regulation made under a Planning Act. So it is mainly introduced as a response to the restoration of municipal authority. So here, this mainly helps to get a clear guidance and clarity during the transition period. So through this transition rules, the municipal authorities can adjust or can improve their working principles. That's it. So the upcoming slides are delivered by my friend Binil. Thank you.
Hello friends, my name is Binil. I am going to present associate acts and regulations on green energy production in Ontario. The major act was Green Energy Act 2009. The main aim of this act is to promote energy production and energy conservation and make more job opportunities in this field. Green Energy Repeal Act 2018 come on force January 1, 2019. It made many changes in related acts. I will talk more about later. First, it totally replaced the Green Energy Act. It's repealed the Green Energy Act, and an amendment happened to Electricity Act. It made reintroduction, conservation, and energy efficiency initiatives, and restore municipal authority oversighting renewable energy projects, and also create an authority to prohibit issuance of renewable energy approvals, include where demand of electricity is not demonstrated. I will discuss more. When talking about the uh, conservation and energy efficiency initiative made in Electricity Act, major changes like some customer assess. The changes was the promote energy conservation by allowing them to use cloth lines and cloth trays to dry clothes, and enable efficiency standard. They made efficiency standard for the home appliances. So uh, some appliances banned because of they don't meet the required efficiency standard. Customer access to data, all people can access their data, how much they are using, and they can plan accordingly to reduce their energy use. And override on restriction for certain renewable energy projects like roof or wall mounted solar, thermal air or thermal water projects, and ground source heat pumps. They made the law they simplify the law for the small scale energy productions. An amendment happened also in the Planning Act. It happened in June 1, 2019. It repealed the previous assumption that applies to renewable energy undertaken in various land use instruments, resulting in the restoration of municipal planning authority concerning the local and placement of renewable energy generation facilities. A regulation was made under Planning Act to address transitional rule resulting from changes made by Green Energy Repeal Act. Existing renewable energy projects and those with contract with independent electricity system operators or renewable energy approvals in developments were allowed to continue without needing local planning approvals. Environmental Protection Act was also amended because it gave province to authority to make regulation to prohibit the issuance of renewable energy approvals. This includes circumstances where the demand for the electricity that would be generated by the renewable energy project has not been demonstrated. In order to align with the Environmental Protection Amendment, Ontario Regulation 3590/09 was amended to require demonstration of demand by renewable energy approval applicant. Here I am going to talk about the general overview of process for the renewable energy project. Um, to get a renewable energy project, we want to one who want to get the renewable energy approved from the government of Ontario. Uh, Minis- to get the renewable energy approval, we want to follow some requirement and instruction by the Ministry of Natural Resource and the Ministry of Environment. Uh, Renewable energy approval regulations are coming under the Environmental Protection Act, and Ministry of Natural the legislative responsibility of this is coming under the Ministry of Natural Resource. So there are some exceptions like the small scale energy production, they don't need the approval, and also the water facility production. I like the water power facilities. They are coming under the Environmental Assessment Act. Okay, then depending upon the nature and the condition location, uh, a proponent may need to get the approval from other ministries like Ministry of Transportation, Ministry of Agriculture, Conservation Authority, Niagara Escarpment Commission, and to get this approval. So initially, we want to apply for this. Uh, the application fees is vary for each and every cases. It's depend upon the class and nature and the scale. It's all depend upon the nature. Proponent want to cautious when choosing a location for the renewable energy project because there is a clear guideline published in the government site to select, because you want to it help to they are telling that we want to consider many things like odor, pollution, and noise, ecological sites like woodland, significant wetland, water bodies, provincial parks, and ecological sites like Ridge Moraine, Niagara Escarpment, Greenbelt Lake, Simcoe, um, Lake Simcoe watershed. And on the top of that, infrastructure site consideration also given, like road, railway, highway, and airport. We want to consider all the things before selecting a place for the location for a renewable energy project. And for the water power facilities, proponent needed to check, consider whether the river where the project proposed to be located is a significant uh, recreational waterway, the presence of wetland in the vicinity, vicinity of the proposed location, fish consumption restriction on the river where the project is proposed to be located, and or after the application they will review in the all the aspect of the impact studies and every aspects, and they will take decision as per the new law and the bill 34. The provision for the appeal is changed. New clauses provides there is no appeal to local planning appeal tribunal in the respect of refusal or failure to adopt or approve requirement amendments to an official plan that process to authorize a renewable energy undertaking. Provides that there is no appeal to the local planning appeal tribunal in the respect of or part of the amendment process to permit a renewable energy undertaking. There is no provision do not apply to appeal by Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing.
Hi all. Let's move on to my topic, relevance of Planning Act and municipal planning in green energy planning. So, uh, in this topic, it will be the same repetition as that of my what my friends have already mentioned. So, so I will just go through the amendments that came into action in Planning Act because of this Green Energy Repeal Act of 2018. First of all, definitions of renewable energy project testing facility, renewable energy testing project. These three terms were made similar as that of Electricity Act of 1998. And secondly, took away the appealing power. That means if a renewable energy approval application is rejected or refused, uh, we had an option to appeal through this local planning appeal tribunal and all. Uh, that power was taken away by this amendments, and exclusions were excluded. That means the section 62 not 62.002 of Planning Act was repealed, and that act gave some special considerations to green energy projects, and those exceptions were excluded in selling selling the land, and there were many other uh, exclusions for green energy projects. Those exclusions were excluded, and authority of uh, authority of the lieutenant governor of the council. Uh, this amendments gave a special authority to governor of a council to make transition regulations and other things like, what should I say? The Green Energy Repeal Act also gave authority to Lieutenant Governor of the Council to refuse refuse an application if it seems to be unwanted, or other say if under other circumstances he got the authority to refuse the application. Uh, and next, I will discuss what the provincial policy statement says about renewable energy. Uh, that just gives a general outline for planning authorities should provide opportunities for the development of energy supplies. It gives an overall outline for energy and specifies about renewable energy in the in this section 1.6.11. And what all of this implies is that this all means to give more authority to municipal government in green energy planning. As of my understanding, uh, uh, till the uh, sorry about that. Till the implementation of Green Energy Act, uh, Green Energy Planning came under the Act of Electricity Act of 1998, and later in 2009, the Green Energy Act took the authority of green energy planning, and in 2018, this Green Energy Act was repealed, and Green Energy Repeal Act of 2018 took the authority on green energy planning. This is what I understood, and let's move on to the next slide. Now, I would like to discuss the role of municipality. Uh, Actually, this is not a perfect slide for to say the role of municipality. Municipality have got authority on, as I mentioned earlier, municipality got more authority on green energy planning uh, by the amendment of Green Energy Repeal Act of 2018. Uh, I'll discuss some main roles in this slide. Written confirmation on land use of designated project property. This means that a municipality should provide a written confirmation on the land use of the subjected property which we are going to start. We are planning to start a new project. So without this clearance or confirmation from the municipality, we can't even move forward with this project. So that gives a supreme hand for the municipality on this project on green energy planning, and authority to refuse the acceptance of unwanted projects according to the energy requirements. This means if municipality feels that this project is not beneficial or uh, currently useful, currently needed to the community, uh, they got the authority to refuse it. Uh, then the next point which I mentioned is as of Green Energy Green Economy Act of 2009, municipality can generate around 10 kilowatt of renewable energy. Uh, Before this act, municipalities had to partnership with other companies or individuals for generating energy, renewable energy. But by this implementation of this act, municipality got the authority to generate its own renewable energy. In the next point, I would like to say in what all role we can see municipality in green energy projects. Uh, Municipality can act as a developer on its own. It can start its own renewable energy projects. It can be partner with an individual or mm, another corporate a private company, uh, and as an host, uh, the municipality can host a new project or new program and uh, keep bidding or something like that for the whole getting new developers. And as a reviewer, that role is constant. Municipality have to that it's is responsibility. Municipality have to mm, review the applications for green energy planning. Now I will discuss about the jobs in this field. As we went through the actions we should take for a green energy approval, renewable energy approval, we came across many assessments and all. So from that itself, we can understand that as a planner, what we are meant to do in this field. Uh, I will. These are some job ideas which I got from Google and all. As renewable energy planner, I haven't mentioned any reference for this because this is um, just the idea which I got and some other collective informations from Google and Wikipedia and all. Uh, this, from my understanding of this field, uh, I see a scope for renewable energy planner, energy efficiency planner, sustainability planner, climate action planner, green infrastructure planner. All this field have a scope. All this mm, we have opportunities in all these fields. Uh, so let's move to the next slide. So guys, as a summary, I will go through all of the slides which we have gone through now. Uh, so we came across what green energy planning is, what it means. That means we are using renewable energy sources uh, for more energy production, and what our Ontario government is doing for the betterment of this. And we went through the frameworks of green energy planning, what all acts were related to this, which green which act was green energy planning under before Green Energy Act and Green Energy Repeal Act, and and we discussed different types of renewable energy, uh, and then we went through the frameworks and planning, uh, the what all power this Green Energy Repeal Act gave to municipality, and we came across the general overview of the processes in green energy plan for getting approval for a renewable energy project. Mm, and that included pre-consultation, application submission, technical assessment, and all. Mm, and the next part was taken by me, the Planning Act, and in that we mentioned what all amendments were changed because of the uh, Green Energy Repeal Act, and we discussed about the roles of municipality, and we then came across the job opportunities that we have in this field. And I think there is no need of over explaining this in this last slide. So it's more than 10 minutes now. Let's stop. Thank you.